So today's video is a follow-up from yesterday where we assessed whether or not you have a thinking problem. Four basic questions. I'll put the link in the description below, but chances are you do. Most of us have a thinking problem. So I want to go a little bit into this today and make one basic connection, and then I'm going to do a series of these, hopefully one a day for, well, we'll see how long. So what's wrong with thinking? Well, actually, Michael Shermer right now, who's one of the world's greatest skeptics, is doing a series of videos himself on all the errors associated with the thinking mind. In fact, cognitive psychology during the 70s, so many psychologists, this was their business, this is their career, to explore and list and categorize all the errors associated with the thinking mind. And sometimes it's kind of amazing that uh, we ever survived with this kind of plethora of errors that comes out of this process. But I want to talk about one of the biggest errors. And one of the biggest errors of the thinking mind is that so many of us are absolutely unaware of these errors. In other words, the thinking mind has a built-in mechanism where it's blind to all the errors that it makes. So it thinks it's right all the time. So I'll ask you one simple question I've asked my classes for years now. When was the last time you were wrong? When was the last time your thinking process was wrong? So reflect on this. And you might think, well, 2020 is pretty clean. 2019, yeah, it's looking good. And you go back and well, again, the problem is of course you've made so many thinking errors. We all do. But the biggest thinking error of all is to miss the errors in the thinking process itself. So I'm going to go into this a little bit more tomorrow, but I want to leave you with a quote because it connects one of these really big errors with why the errors themselves are tied into unhappiness. So it's a quote by Wu Wei Wu, who actually was Terence Gray, who was in theater most of his life, and towards the end of his life, he started writing about Taoism. He had some really great books explaining Taoism. So I want to leave you with this quote. And he said, "Why are you unhappy? Because 99.99% of everything you think and everything you do is for yourself, and there isn't one." So tomorrow we'll follow up on that.